guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is an exciting one because I know you guys have been requesting this, so I figure I would finally do it. I don't know why I haven't done it before, but today's video is what I eat in a day. As you can tell by the title, I'm sharing a regular day of what I eat. Every day is different. I don't like to eat the same things all the time. I don't diet, but I am a little cautious of what I eat and what I put in my body. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to start from the morning, what I take in the mornings, what I drink in the mornings before I actually have breakfast, because I do drink a couple of things in the mornings before I have breakfast. And then I'll just show you what I eat throughout the day. There's a recipe in here for beef stroganoff, which is what I had for dinner the day that I recorded this. If you guys would like to see more of this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. If it's your first time watching, I hope you subscribe and enjoy these videos. And just our vlogs and everything like that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. Okay guys, every morning when I wake up, before I eat breakfast, I drink two things: cinnamon water with lemon. I drink a cup of that, and a shot of apple cider vinegar. I don't take the shot. I mean, I could. It's better if you just take the one shot, but it's not good for your stomach lining because the pH is so high. So I dilute it with water. This is hard to take. I like it, but it's just on an empty stomach, kind of makes your stomach burn. But I do feel this helps with so much. So yeah, every morning before breakfast, this is what I do. This is today's breakfast. I am having a avocado toast. So it's just avocado with the Trader Joe's all everything bagel seasoning, a little fried egg, and this is just some fresh baked bread that we got from the bakery. And I'm having some coffee, as usual, with my almond creamer.
And I have avocado and this.
Penelope has avocado toast and strawberries.
Strawberries.
So yummy, right?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm eating by myself.
Yes, you are. We just finished our workout with P. You say hi? Oh, okay. Well, but I'm gonna make a smoothie after my workout. I always make a protein shake. So here we go. For today's smoothie, I am going to be using some frozen berries. Berries are my favorite, so I usually get frozen berries, or you know, fresh berries if you have them. I'm gonna go ahead and use this Premier protein shake. So I usually do my 310 shakes, but I ran out of it. I should be getting a shipment soon. So while I don't have those, I use this Premier protein. I buy this all the time because they don't have a lot of sugar. They only have 1 gram of sugar. They have 30 grams of protein, so these are great. I love vanilla. I'm very basic like that, but they have other flavors that are really good. So I just put this in my shake, and then I usually put some spinach, and I'll put a scoop of, I think it's a teaspoon of spirulina. So if you don't know what spirulina is it's kind of like a seaweed, but it helps boost energy, speeds up weight loss, reduces cholesterol, and lowers blood pressure. I've been taking this for a while. I just stopped for a little bit. I forgot I even had it, but it's really good. I mean, if you look at reviews and do your research, it's really good. So I added it to my shake, and I don't really taste it. It just makes it a weird color, but other than that, it's totally fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, and I always put half a banana as well.
Berry is frozen.
Frozen berries are frozen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good job.
Because there's frozen and there's frozen berries.
Good job. Smoothie, like I said, the color is super weird.
And look at me.
But I promise you, it'll taste so
Look at me.
good. Those protein shakes taste so good. I also make some with like iced coffee. Like I'll get the Starbucks cold brew at the grocery store and mix it with the protein shakes, and so good. But I'm having this just to get some protein back in my stomach, and also because it fills me up. I have this, and I have one snack, and I'm going to show you today's snack is hummus with some cut carrots, and you could tell it's a small portion. It's 2 tablespoons of yes, 2 tablespoons of hummus, and then some 1 cut carrot. Yes, and it's like a small carrot. So my biggest advice is portion control. Do not leave the jar of the container of hummus out. Take out your spoonfuls and move away. Because if not, you're just gonna keep picking. And hummus is healthy, but it's not like super healthy, depending on how much you eat. So again, try to, instead of using chips, use carrots or celery or another vegetable to dip it in. Broccoli, I literally could dip any veggie in hummus. So that's it. This will be kind of my lunch. This fills you up so much too. And then I'll go get ready and we will cook dinner. So that's the other thing. We eat dinner pretty early now that my parents are here because they're used to eating early. So we've been eating dinner. We used to eat at like 7.
Look at me.
And now we eat dinner between 5 and 6:30 the latest. And that will be a big meal. So today I'm making beef stroganoff. I'm going to share the recipe with you. I've never made it before, but again, I found it on Pinterest. A very simple way to do it. So we're going to go ahead and do that today. And for dinner, I just eat whatever I make, whether it's super healthy or not. But that's like my big, good meal of the day. So yeah, I'm going to eat this and then we're going to go get ready and cook dinner. This is what I'm going to be using. And as usual, I got my recipe from Pinterest, but I'm going to change things around because it's what I do. But you're gonna need Dijon mustard, sour cream, Worcestershire sauce, however you say that, olive oil. I have some egg noodles, butter, a whole stick, but you know what? We don't need to use a whole stick. I'm gonna use this. Mushrooms, flour, onion, garlic, and beef tips. So sirloin beef tips, chuck roast, whatever you find. I think these are sirloin strips. So you're gonna cut those in cubes. Let's start with that, okay? And then I will follow the recipe but change some things around as I told you, just because I need to make this simple. And after reading all the recipes, I was like, this does not seem so simple, so I'm gonna find ways to make it more simple. Okay, so to make things easier, I chopped up everything, the meat, the onion, the garlic, and I also forgot that we needed beef broth. I got the less sodium. So let's just go ahead and start this. I added some olive oil to my pan, and I'm gonna go ahead and cook this a little bit, get them brown, and then set them aside. Okay, so here's where I start adding things into this recipe. I am adding to the meat just my complete seasoning. It calls for thyme, and it actually doesn't say to put any seasoning in the meat, but I just didn't feel right cooking it without seasoning, so I added some of my complete seasoning, which I pretty much use on everything. It is the best seasoning ever, so I just added that to the meat. I didn't put any salt or anything else, just that. I browned each side, so you want to put it on kind of like a medium high and just turn the pieces, make sure they're nice and brown. They don't have to be cooked all the way through, and then you set them aside. Then in that same pan, you're gonna go ahead and add your stick of butter, and once that's melted, you're gonna add your onion and let them cook until they're nice and golden. So once your onions look like this, nice and caramelized, you're gonna go ahead and add your mushrooms and your garlic, and you're gonna go ahead and let that cook for about 5 minutes. So once your mushrooms are soft and cooked, you're gonna go ahead and add 2 tablespoons of flour, and you're gonna mix that up. Don't let the flour stick. You don't wanna walk away from this. Just kind of like make sure everything is nice and mixed and you can't see the flour anymore. Next, you're gonna add 2 cups of your beef broth, half a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. Then you'll mix that up, let it come to a boil, and bring it down to a simmer for about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I just cooked my pasta just how you would regularly cook your pasta, and drained it so it's ready to go. So once you have let this simmer for about 10 minutes, you're gonna go ahead and add your meat back in here, and you're gonna go ahead and add half a cup of sour cream. This is honestly the healthiest recipe I found because the other ones called for a lot more butter and sour cream. Okay, so I just mixed my noodles and my mixture of meat and mushrooms, and this is what it looks like. I wanted a Caesar salad, so I'm using this Italian blend, and I added the rest of the spinach that I had, and I'm just gonna add some Caesar dressing, some cheese, and some croutons. Okay, so I added my dressing and Parmesan cheese, and then I don't have croutons. I get these sometimes, they're like crumbles, so it's a little less, I guess, fattening. Not less fattening, but you use less in case I want to put like crunch into salads. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some of these. Guys, this is how it turned out. It looks so good, and I tasted a little piece and it was so yummy. So definitely simpler than the recipe that I was looking at, but I think it's still good. Okay guys, hi! I finally took a shower. I didn't end up taking a shower before I cooked because I just got stuck on my computer doing some stuff. But it is now about 6 or something. It's like nasty out, 6:30. And I'm gonna have coffee. Yes, I always have coffee really late. We ended up eating at 5:30, 5:45, 5:30. And I showered, and now I'm gonna have some coffee. Yes, baby.
I need to sit, Pika. You want to sit?
Okay, I'm gonna go sit. I'm making coffee for Abuelito and Papi and Mommy, okay? Okay, let me finish here. She's just being silly. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how I make my iced coffee. I'm making hot coffee for my mom too, but show you how I make my iced coffee. Turn this over. I don't drink regular milk, I told you guys before. So I use oat milk. Oatly is my favorite, like oat milk. It tastes really good and it foams really good. This is the reason why I use oat milk, because, hold on P, almond milk doesn't foam, and I'm gonna froth this. So I use oat milk. I use a little bit of this almond creamer. Baby, hold on a second. I use some of this almond creamer for flavoring, and then I'm making, hold on babe, I'm making iced coffee. So if I'm doing it hot, I'll use my Nespresso, make the coffee, and then do the foam hot. But I'm making it iced. I feel like eating iced coffee. So I always get this when we go to the grocery store, the iced coffee from Starbucks, the medium roast. And then I use my frother. So my frother came with my Nespresso. And this, in case you didn't know and you have it, you can make cold or hot foam. So for cold, you just for hot, you just press it once. For cold, you hold it in and it will froth whatever you put in it, but it will be cold, so you can put it over iced coffee. So that's what I'm gonna be doing, and for my mom I'll make it hot. I also sometimes put some of this syrup because I don't put a lot of this, so it's not sweet enough, and I don't put sugar, so I'll put some of this 0 sugar, 0 calories, skinny girl vanilla syrup. Here they are, cold and hot. I put cinnamon on my mom's. So yummy and semi-healthy. You don't have to put chocolate. I literally put the tiniest bit. But this right here tastes like a cookie batter. It tastes so good, you guys. Hey guys, I'm back. Okay, so it's gonna be 8, and I've been trying not to eat past 8. I haven't been following the fasting because I've been eating before noon. Some days I do it. I wish I was doing it more, but I like to eat breakfast with my parents and P, so I just end up eating with them before noon. But definitely not eat after 8. The only thing I have after 8 is this like cinnamon water that I've been drinking. But I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna eat now. Trying to do no carbs later at night, so I'm making kind of like a salad. Something very small, but I'm not very hungry, but I know if I don't eat right now by like 10 o'clock I'll be starving because all we had was the beef stroganoff earlier. So let me show you what I'm using. So I'm gonna go ahead and use some spinach. I eat a lot of spinach. I have some artichoke hearts that I'm gonna eat a couple of them, some roasted peppers, and then I have some ham and Swiss cheese here, which I'm gonna make these little roll-ups. Just gonna put everything in here and pretty much eat it. I'll put a little bit of balsamic and that will be it. this is what I came up with. Pretty much 1 slice of ham and 1 slice of cheese. You could do no cheese at all if you're doing like low fat. But again, it's just about portion control. This is just a small plate. It's something that I could snack on, so I'm not starving at 10 o'clock and eat something I shouldn't. And also, I just tried not to eat carbs past like 7 o'clock. So yeah, this is it. That's what I'm gonna eat now, and I'll be done by 8, and I won't eat anything else besides just water, and I'll either have the cinnamon water or some tea. Guys, it is now late at night. It's 10:30, and I am about to drink my canelita water, which I am going to talk about it in a different video, but I've been doing this now for like 2 weeks. I drink this water that I make right here every night and every morning before breakfast. It's just water with cinnamon and lemon. There's no sweetener or anything, and I don't know, it's supposed to help you like defloat not be bloated and lose weight. I'm gonna be honest, I think I've lost weight, but I don't think it's because of the water. Like I don't know. I'm keeping track though, so I could come back and report to you guys. But I've been drinking that every night, so that's what I'm gonna do right now, and that is pretty much it. This is what I eat in a day. Some days I eat a little more, some days I eat a little less. So I think this is working for me. I'm never hungry. I'm satisfied, and I think I am taking enough calories. I don't like to like keep crazy track. I did the macro thing and it just doesn't work for me. It just never has. I don't want to put that much effort into that. I just want to live healthier and be in shape, but I don't want to go crazy. I don't want to be a slave to just measuring my food and things like that. I know that if I really wanted a six-pack and my butt to be like a bubble butt, you have to like count your macros and, you know, measure your food and weigh it and stuff, but I'm not there. I don't want to do that. So this is what I do, and this is what seems to work for me. The last thing I do want to show you is a little treat. I'm going to show you how I make some overnight oats. Super easy to make, and they are delicious, and they'll be great for the next morning. Something to grab and go. I know now, like obviously we're all home, but it's just good to wake up sometimes and just know exactly that you have something in the fridge waiting for you. So I'm just going to show you really quick how I make them. Super easy. There's so many different ways to make them. The only thing I don't have is chia seeds. I actually ran out of them, and I have to remember to get them next time we get to the grocery store, because I love adding chia seeds to overnight oats. So good. So I'm just going to show you really quick, and that will be it for today. For today, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below if you would like to see more of these videos. I could honestly show you what I eat other days. And yeah, my only advice is drink tons of water. Don't put so much pressure on yourself if you're trying to lose weight or anything. I feel like I get my best results when I'm not really trying like crazy. Just try to make smarter choices and portion control, and just, you know, add a couple like good habits, like drink your water when you wake up, and maybe this water or the apple cider vinegar when you wake up, and just, you know, just try your best. Be conscious, not like overeat or, you know, have tons of like bad stuff, but also don't go crazy on yourself. It's my biggest advice that I have. I have lost some weight, and I have seen my body change a little bit, so I hope this helps you. But don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!